Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. I hope everyone's enjoying their day out there. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. I can't call them the Los Angeles Fakers today. They came out against a good team and they finally showed up. I got to give them a round of applause because I was shocked. They humbled me last night. There's a lot that went on in the game, but for the most part, I was humbled by the Los Angeles Lakers. They played ball. When you look at the game from start to finish, they came out with a game plan. JJ Redick looked like he knew what he was doing. He looked like a coach out there. LeBron James, he looked like he was 5 years younger. Anthony Davis came out with that dog in him. Almost every time he was shooting the ball, he was out there showing intensity, like he wanted it. You don't see that every night out of Anthony Davis. But for the most part, the role players showed up and they showed out. Gotta give credit what credit is due right there. I see a lot of content creators. They don't like to give the Lakers they do when they win. They won, and they won in dominant fashion. I salute them for that. Now let's talk about what went on in the game. I'm going to get to the Celtics in a second, but let's start with the Los Angeles Lakers. This whole year, the Los Angeles Lakers, they haven't shot the ball good from the free throw line. They haven't shot from the field good, and they haven't shot the three ball well. Well, I don't know what was it last night, but they flipped the script, folks. Don't you know? The Los Angeles Lakers shot 47% from the field? That's eye-opening, in my opinion. They made 15 threes for 43%. I tell you no lie. You can count on one hand how many games they didn't shot above 40% from three. I was impressed. They usually hover around the 32, 33% mark. No joke. But what really caught my eye was they made 90% of their free throws. They only missed 2. They usually hover around 77, 80% at best right there. They came with it. You got to salute them for that. They were a plus 11 on the glass. That's a telling stat, folks. The Lakers are the bigger team, but they don't always dominate the glass. AD was in there grabbing them boards. LeBron was in there grabbing them boards. They were a plus 4 in the assist category. They were playing as a team more than the Celtics. They were a plus 10 in points in the paint. We all know they play inside out, so they usually win that category. But still in all, it was impressive. But most importantly, and I do mean most importantly, they only had 6 turnovers. If you've been paying attention to the Los Angeles Lakers this year, you know LeBron averaging 5-6 turnovers by himself. I don't think he really had any in this game. When you don't turn the ball over, you should be able to win. That's not just for the Lakers, that's for any team. LeBron James, he got his triple-double against the Washington Wizards. I want to see what he was going to do against the Boston Celtics. He had a pretty good game. 20 points, 14 rebounds to go with 6 assists. Rui Hachimura, 10.7 rebounds. Anthony Davis, we all know the Lakers go as he go. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Austin Reeves, the unsung hero of the team, 23.6 assists, 3 rebounds. Max Christie chipped in with 6 points, 4 rebounds. Gabe Vincent, he woke up and finally noticed that he wear a Lakers uniform. 12 points, 4 assists. Jackson Hayes, he woke up and seen that he wear a Laker uniform. 5 points and 8 big rebounds. He was active out there. And Dalton Knecht, the rookie who got a bright future. 13 clutch points. Like I mentioned earlier, the role players came to play. When the role players come to play, that take pressure off the starting five. You know? It was a great win by the Los Angeles Lakers. Now let's get to the Boston Celtics, the defending champs, who, in my opinion, should have won this game, but it had a lot of suspicious activity going on in this game. I mean, a lot. Let's talk about it. The Celtics are the defending champs, but guess what? When you look at their last 20-something games, they're only 11-9. They haven't been playing their best basketball. No excuses, right? Correct. No excuses. Jaylen Brown had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He was awful. Tatum, 16.6 rebounds, 5 assists. It's not enough. Porzingis had 22 and 7. Jaden Springer had 10. No one else had double figures. When you look at Drew Holiday, Derek White, Al Horford, Pritchard, and Sam Hauser, they all combined for 20 points. It ain't enough. When it's usually Drew Holiday and White gonna give you 20 points. You know, they were awful in this game, man. I mean, awful. They only shot 34% from 3. See, that's the Celtics' downfall right there. They shoot too many threes. Even when they won the championship last year, I said that. They too small. They need another big man. Al Horford is up there in age. You don't really have another big man in there to help him. Porzingis, he's light as a broom. They need a solid, sturdy big man in that paint, which they don't have. They should consider bringing back Robert Williams, who's with the Portland Trail Blazers, just wasting his career over there. I heard he was up for trade. There was up for trade and trade talks. They need to think about bringing that guy back. That's why the Los Angeles Lakers dominated points in the paint. There's no resistance in the paint. 34% from 3. That's just awful. Like I mentioned earlier, the Lakers usually shoot that. They shot 67% from the free throw line. Now, we all know, if you're a good three-point shooting team, you're usually a good free throw shooting team. I don't know what was going on with the Celtics. Man, I was watching the game. Tatum stepped to the line, missed 2 free throws. Brown stepped to the line, missed 2 free throws. Like, it had a stretch where them two combined missed 6 free throws. I'm like, what's going on? They only had 42 rebounds. The Lakers had 50-something. And if you ever watch the Celtics, they move the ball. They play as a team. They only had 23 assists. Not only that, they only had 36 points in the paint. And they shot an awful 39% from the field. They not a team that turned the ball over like that. They only had 7 turnovers to the Lakers 6. But man, this was an off game. This game had a weird vibe from the start. The Lakers hopped out on them and they didn't look back. The Lakers were up like 21 points. The Celtics made a run, knocked it to like 11, 10 points. But after that, the Lakers knocked it back to 16 and kept going, man. The Lakers were on one. You feel me? But this is what I have a problem with. Derek White. I don't know what then got into him the last few years. Man, this guy done been in 6th Man of the Year running. For most part of last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year running. This guy has completely been off of his game. Don't you know? Last year, he shot 46% from the field, 40% from 3, 91% from the free throw line, and he was averaging 5 assists a game. You won't believe what he's putting up this year. The man is only shooting 43% from the field. He's only shooting like 37% from three, 83% from the free throw line, and he's only giving you 4 assists. Like, his numbers are down all across the board. Not only that, the Boston Celtics numbers are down across the board. When you go look at the Celtics number in every major statistical category, their numbers are down in a big way. Joe Mazzulla, he need to get back to the drawing board, because a lot of this has to do with coaching, not having your players ready, not motivating the players. Because when I watched this game, the Celtics looked like they didn't want to play in this game. I don't know what it was, man, but I know if I seen it, the Lakers felt it, and they took advantage of that. It had a couple times in the game where Anthony Davis was guarding someone on the three-point line, which means there's no paint protection in the paint. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was driving into the paint. They right there at the rim, and they were kicking the ball out. I didn't understand that at all. You know, there were a couple times in the game where Brown and Tatum was right at the rim, and they act like they didn't even know how to play basketball anymore. I'm like, man, what's really going on? No one even at the rim, and you throw up a hook shot, a crazy layup? Like, I didn't understand that at all, man. Real talk. But back to Derek White. He done been so awful in his last 9 games. Man, that man only shooting 32% from the field. And you won't believe this stat here. We all know Derek Brown, one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Man, this guy is only shooting 24% from 3. That's the main reason why the Celtics ain't winning. Derek White, he need to get back up on his game, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this game in the comment section. This Sports Savvy TV, I see y'all on the next one.